and 2. Mike Biseglia, Alex Benesowitz, and we are coming to you after a monster
Well, it's
Knicks
still going
win.
on.
Well, shut up. I mean, it's over. 136-84 right now. The score was basically 80-30 at the half or something like that. Knicks win the series. They move on. They're going to either play the Sixers or Celtics, which is in action. Phillies up 71-57. That's game 6. So a lot that can happen in that,
Yeah.
obviously. And then if there's a game 7, the winner of that would take on the Knicks. I don't need to tell you that. If you're listening to this podcast, you know that. But Alex, I know how you're doing. You get a big win tonight and just steamroll the Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the Knicks are going to cover the -2.5 in this game. It's
No,
gonna
they
be
will.
close. It's
They
going to be
will.
close. It's about 50 points right now.
I thought that
It's
cover.
not-
I thought that line was
That was
stupid.
ridiculous. That's why I took the Knicks money line, and then I
Ugh.
took Nick. I did a parlay of Knicks -2.5 plus the over. I was like,
You could
okay,
feel momentum. I was
Yeah.
like, this game.
too much respect. for
Game
the Hawks.
4 is I get when the Hawks were up 2-1, but
Yeah.
it felt. I didn't think they would win by 60, but I thought my thought going into this, Alex, was it was going to be they win by like 12.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be one of those games where the Hawks could never get it under 8.
Right.
You know those
Right,
games
right,
where you're
right,
just
right,
like,
right.
they just made that shot, but no, I mean they
No, I know. I know. What
they
you mean.
blew them out, and
It wasn't even close, like the entire time, which is insane. It was like actually insane. I don't even understand like how like. And I tweeted it out, man. Props to me. I'll pat myself on the back. That I'll read you the tweet because people
Go
are
for
giving
it.
me credit, and I just have to find it. So just give me one second. I wasn't prepared.
I'm not
to bring,
on Twitter anymore, so
to bring
I've
my
not seen
own
it.
tweet up. I wasn't prepared. But basically, I said, where is it at? I'll find it in a second. Oh, Knicks need to come out tonight and punch the Hawks in the mouth early on, and they will fold like the fake tough guys that they are. Atlanta has been beaten. Atlanta is a beaten team that literally admitted to getting bullied by the Knicks in the postgame press conference. Knicks just need to play their game and not let the Hawks dictate the pace and style, and the Knicks will cruise. That was at 11:13 a.m. today.
Yeah, they did that. I mean, they did that. They,
of
in full
course-
transparency,
Yeah.
I was playing basketball tonight, and I was like,
Right.
I went to play hoops, and somebody said the score. They're like, "You see the Knicks score?" I'm like, "Oh God, no!" And the guy goes, "It's 40-15." I'm like, "Fuck."
That is amazing. Well, right now it's 136-86 with 159 left, just so you know.
Yeah, I mean, I just heard the score, and it was like, "Fuck, man, that's it."
Yeah.
I think from the Knicks, it was interesting being down 2-1, but having this momentum now going into their next series, and it'll be interesting to see who it is. I mean, I think you have to seriously believe in the Sixers right now because they're a different basketball team with Embiid back. I think without him, they had no chance versus the Celtics, but clearly with him back, it's 74-57 halfway through the third quarter, and he maybe isn't the
Yeah.
same guy he was,
Right.
but he's there, and the Sixers are a bigger team, and you can see the presence that he's given and beating up on a Celtics team now
Right, right.
and on the verge of making this a 3-3 series. So, these playoffs
Incredible.
have been unpredictable. These playoffs have been unpredictable. I mean, the Pistons are down 3-2.
Well, now the Sixers are up 74-57 in the third quarter.
Yeah, I just said that, but it's
Oh, you
all
did?
good.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
My wife walked by on the phone, and I had to ask her to just, take it off speaker, and so she can walk by.
It's like and it's 74-57. Alex, you won't believe the score of the Sixer game. No, it's all good.
I know. But
Yeah, but I
yeah,
was
it's
just saying
74-57. The
Sixers, Pistons, 3-2.
Yeah.
It's weird because the Knicks are supposed to beat the Hawks, right? I think that was the consensus, right? That they were going to beat the Hawks in 5 or 6 or whatever people picked. But I think the way they beat them down 2-1, turned it on, and then able to have this convincing victory.
I honestly, what I was gonna say. So before the show, Mike and I were chatting in our Mike likes to call it their pre-production meeting.
I stole
And,
that from Taz. He would always say that when I produced. He'd always be like 10 minutes before. It's like, this is the pre-production meeting, and the truth.
Oh,
is
when you did Taz and Moose show.
Yeah, and the
on-
truth is with
yeah.
radio, it's like a fake job. So it was just people talking.
Right. You're just talking. It's not an official meeting, right? You're just like
No, I mean,
what we're doing.
it's a
We were
fake-
chatting
whatever.
before in our pre-production meeting, And I was talking about and also our boy, what's his name? BKNY, your boy, Brooklyn Nets, whatever his
Sounds
name is.
familiar. Sorry, that sounds right.
Brooklyn Nets 85. What the hell's his name? I forgot his name.
What did he say?
He asked me questions like, who do you want to see in the next round, et cetera, et cetera. Got me thinking. And then you brought it up before the show, and it reminded me of our episode we did 2 years ago or 3 years ago when, what?
With the
Bucks. Oh, the Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks and the Heat. And I was rooting for the Heat to beat the Bucks because the Bucks were this massive like what are they, 2 seed, 1 seed, and like
they were the 1 seed.
They were the 1 seed, and the Hawks were on that
4
run.
5.
Right, and I was like, my boy Bam, and then because I was rooting for, so that's what I was looking for. By the way, it's a final now. Knicks win 140-89. Wow, 51 points, Mike.
Gross.
That's good math, right? That's easy math. 51 points. Thanks for the 140 on the zero. It made it a lot easier to count.
Finish
But
your
51 points, man. Holy crap.
Finish your Sixers point here, and then I will respond. But because you were getting to somewhere with the connection of the Bam and the Bucks and the Heat advancing.
Honestly, it's not the same for me in the situation where I was like, oh, we got to get the lower seed to be easier to
It's different.
I don't care. I know the Knicks beat the Celtics last year, and I know that the Knicks beat the Sixers the year before that. I know this is a different Sixers team. They got Edgecombe, and I said it, not to pat myself on the back again, but I will, that I said it also, man, watch out for the Sixers in the series, and everybody mocked me, but it was true.
No.
I mean, the Sixers are like legit, and like they got experienced players, and Edgecombe is good to add to Maxey and Embiid. I wasn't even like thinking about Embiid. You know what I mean? Not even don't care about him.
I said that on this podcast for months.
Yeah.
I said that the Sixers at full. The problem with the Sixers, I was like, they're just never at full strength.
Right.
You can't trust that.
Right.
But they are legit at full strength for the first time. Mm-hmm. And you're right with Edgecombe. They had never had him in the past, but he's a wild card factor. And I mean, there was a lineup of Maxey, Edgecombe, Embiid, Oubre, and Paul George.
Yeah.
Nasty starting 5.
That's insane.
But yeah, I mean, if you're a Knicks fan, you just play who you get. And if it's the Celtics, you go on the road to start. I have to say, from my perspective, we started this podcast and the Nets had championship aspirations. But in reality, it's funny because that period of time feels so memorable for this podcast.
It does.
With Harden and Kyrie, it was. Yeah. But the truth of it is 80% of it, they have been awful. And it's just been torture for me to have to come on here after all. It's like, it's just miserable.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's just like, I look at the Net fans, and I'm sure they're not loving this, but it's like, at least you can decompress and put on Curb Your Enthusiasm. I have to go on here and talk about the Knicks winning. It sucks.
I know.
I have to be completely real on it. Like,
it sucks, man.
I have to be honest. Like, I'm not thrilled to be doing it. I mean, I'm gonna do it. I love doing it, but it's like I got to come on here and like Mikal Bridges has a good game. I'm just looking at the stat line.
He did awesome. He did awesome.
He
was. Everybody was awesome tonight.
Everybody, yeah, he's so inconsistent that I'm not going to buy that he can. I just don't think he can.
Well, Mike, you know what? You have a Knicks draft pick in 2032, so you should be happy. You got all these picks in the 2029, 2032.
The lottery thing is fascinating. You see all that stuff with the new odds and how it's going to shape out.
Yeah,
that actually does change how you view things. Right, it helps the net.
No, I'm busting balls. Yeah, no, I get it.
They got a lot of picks from them. I mean, still, I'm not going to rehash that.
Let's talk about the Mikal trade. Yeah. What channel is the Sixers Celtics game on? Because I'm looking. I thought it was on NBC, and I don't see it.
NBCS, it says on my app.
What is NBCS?
Peacock.
I don't have it.
I don't know, man.
Whatever. Who cares?
This was such a blowout. It's like there's nothing to even break down.
No, I mean you could break down the fight. I mean the quote unquote fight between Dyson Daniels and Mitch Robinson.
The
Knicks were up.
Fight.
He said something though to Mitch after, because first Dyson Daniels gave him a dirty elbow, and then you're boxing out. Maybe it wasn't so dirty, but it was a little extra.
It wasn't.
And then he did the yank of the arm.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little extra, but it's playoff basketball, like whatever. But then it was the little extra yank of the arm over the shoulder or whatever it was. It was like kind of he pulled it. That's when Mitch was like, "All right, bro," and he hugged him, kind of controlling himself. And then they were pulled apart. And then Dyson Daniels definitely said something to Mitch because all of a sudden his fist got clenched, he was like, "What did you just say, motherfucker?" Kind of a thing. So I think something was said there, but thankfully, they both got tossed and nothing else would happen. And it was honestly a blessing in disguise for the Knicks to get Mitchell Robinson out of the game.
They were up 40 anyway.
He also twisted his ankle a little bit earlier in the game, where it wasn't a bad twist. He limped a little bit. I think he was more scared than hurt. Like, oh, fuck, here we go again. And we've all been there. Like we've all injured ourselves, and we think it's like a broken ankle. I'm never going to walk again. And then all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, you're like, all right, well, actually, I'm fine.
Human body.
So, it's more mental than physical at that point because of all the
Yeah.
injuries he's had. So thankfully, he came back in the game, and thankfully got kicked out. Honestly, so. Away we go, man. Round 2. Like I always thought, it was the Knicks they took the Hawks lightly. They really did. And in game 2, they took their foot off the gas in game 1 a little bit. And in game 2, they completely took their foot off the gas and lost it at the end and still had a chance to win it. If OG hits the free throws and then Mikal hits the game winner, like they still had a chance. And then game 3, they get completely crushed the entire game until the end of the game when they're up 3 with a minute left and they miss 3 shots. They miss a shot, then they miss a shot, and then they get offensive rebound, miss a shot, and then they don't even get the shot off at the end of the game. So they could have won that game. And then so they literally could have been up 3-0 and when swept this series. You know what I mean? I know it's playoff basketball. You're rolling your eyes. I get it. Like it's a game
you
of
win
inches.
or lose games.
But
I don't buy that part of it.
But then
lost.
Then they realized, you're right. But then they realized who they were playing. They're like, all right, we got to take this team seriously. They're not just going to fold over. Props to the Hawks, though. They took those games. They showed up in those games. But once the Knicks figured them out, it was a wrap.
Yeah, see, I actually have a different perspective on this, and it kind of worries me even more, is because I think the Knicks got better in this series and improved. And not that yes, to some extent, I agree, they took them seriously.
Yeah.
But I think they grew up a lot in this series, and I think
That's
playoff
fair.
basketball is about momentum and getting better. So I'm actually more terrified that they're better than they've been, and that they're going to go into the series, the next one, with more confidence. I rooted for the Celtics. I wanted it to be the Celtics, and not that you can pick. I'm honestly past the point of pick or choose. It just happens when it happens.
Right.
But I do love. This is fun. The Embiid Knicks stuff is great. It's like from an outsider's perspective who truly doesn't like either team. I mean,
Right.
Trust
right,
me,
right.
I'm not a huge.
You don't love
Sixers-
Philly. You don't want to root for Philly.
I'm not a huge Embiid fan, but when he's playing the Knicks, he's my guy. I got the jersey ready, right?
Yeah.
Him versus the Knicks is theater, man, because he is. Mitch and him don't like each other. Embiid is good. He's got. I think
He's
I
like a
think
wrestler. He's
I
like
think
a
it would
wrestler.
actually be a more entertaining series. Let's take away who you're rooting for. I think it would actually be a more entertaining series. But the problem is, Embiid you could find out tomorrow that he's hurt and he's not going to play. Like
Right.
He's a
What's your
wild
line?
card.
Say your line again. What's your line?
I said he could wake up tomorrow morning with a broken leg. Like you just don't even. He's just always hurt.
He
He's
could
just
wake up
always
tomorrow
hurt.
with a broken leg. That is true.
But he is. I mean, this
Yeah.
this is it's about confidence in the playoffs, and
Yeah.
it looks like the Sixers are getting it, and clearly the Knicks have it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked. Like I thought the Knicks would come out and win this game and win it easily. No way in my mind did I think
No one's
they'd win by 50 and be like the game would be over in the first quarter. Like it was like, what is happening here? And then the Nets even got a little shout out in the game.
That was
They
a
had-
troll move by you texting me that. I didn't
It was, but you know what was funny about the broadcast? Like they had some fun with Richard Jefferson because like he was talking at the time, and the Hawks had like 20 points, 21 points, let's say at that moment. Then the Hawks, and he's just talking about the game, whatever. Then all of a sudden the graphics the team puts up the playoff history, last team with less than 25 points at half with the 2004 New Jersey Nets. He was on that team. It's like, thanks guys. Like it was really funny.
That versus
moment.
the Pistons in Game 7
I honestly I don't know. They
That's
didn't
my
say the
guess.
game. Yeah,
had to have been.
let's look it up. You want me
I
to look
bet.
it up?
Yeah, you can look it up.
Yeah, but yeah,
RJ.
no, but I thought that was funny. And RJ, RJ's good. He had fun with it. He, like when he's been on the
RJ's
show with us, and
RJ's a
he
great
understands.
guy. I know Knicks
Yeah.
fans hate him because he hates the Knicks, and he might not care as much as he used to. I don't know.
Well,
But
how
he's
could
a-
you?
he's
I
a
mean, the
good
Nets stink.
person.
So I mean, like it is what it is. But I don't know. I don't know if it was Nets Pistons in 2004. It looks like that series is pretty. No.
I'm guessing Game 7 Nets Pistons. If I had to take an educated guess,
Oh, 90-69 in that game. Okay, maybe. Let's see.
that's my
Let's see.
educated guess.
Well, yeah, because first quarter 14 points, second quarter 17 points. Yeah, there it
Boom.
is.
Boom.
Yeah, look at you, Mike. You got
Well, I
it.
remember that game.
They
I
didn't
remember
score over. The Nets didn't score over 20 points in a quarter in that entire game.
You have to remember too that era was different. So, and it was the Pistons.
Yeah, who
You
were
have to
great
also
defensively.
remember, I remember everything about those teams. Legit.
Yeah.
Every
Well,
single.
that's your squad, man.
detail.
That's your lineup. Starting lineup was what? I know you know it, but tell me the starting lineup of the
in
game.
2004.
2004 Game 7. Nets Pistons.
Kid at the point.
Yeah.
Kittle's at the 2.
Yeah.
RJ at the 3.
Yep.
Kenyon at the 4.
Yep.
Twin at the 5. Collins.
Yep.
At the 5.
Jason Collins. You got it.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's like, what's your kids' names? I mean, come on. What are they? I could do that all day. Funny though story from. Oh, go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. Go ahead.
No, so I was playing basketball. And there was one guy, and he had like these Nets pants on. So I was like, oh, he's a Nets fan, right? And
Yeah.
like
Nets pants?
short, like you remember like in the back in the day the Adidas snap off kind of things when we were
Right.
younger? Like
Yeah.
athletic pants. I don't know. I'm not. What do you want from me, man? But they had the Nets logo on
The
it.
New Jersey Nets logo on there.
Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. Okay.
And when we lost the game, so you sit on the side and you wait to get back in.
Right.
And I'm just kind of shooting the shit. I'm like, oh, you're a Nets fan? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I'm like, oh, how'd you become a Nets fan? He's like, oh, I'm from Brooklyn. So that was how it happened, right?
Right.
And then I'm like, how old are you? And he goes, 25. And then I was like, oh, he's like, were you a fan when they were in Jersey? I was like, yeah. When I was a senior in high school, they were in the finals. He's like, wow, that's so cool.
It's like ancient times, bro. It's
He
like
was
reading.
1 years old.
Like-
And I'm just, one, holy shit, I'm the old guy. Two, just gives perspective how fucking long ago that was.
It's like
He
the
was
Izod Center is a pyramid in Egypt. Like, you know what I mean? It's like to that kid. It's so funny.
I know. In my mind, it's like 10 years ago. It
Right.
was 25 years
No,
ago.
man. This is a literal adult person.
Yeah,
now.
he was born.
Yeah.
He's like, you were like, I was that's so cool. I was like, I feel so old right now. I feel like a dad. I feel like
Can I take a
could be
picture
your
with
dad.
you? You saw the New Jersey Nets play.
God, the Sixers up 22.
Oh my goodness.
So when would this? Let's see. So that means they'll play. Excuse me. Game
I'll look
7 Saturday.
I just love that the series. I don't even care who wins, like I said, because I think the Knicks could beat the Celtics or the Sixers. I'm not worried about either team. Obviously, the Sixers are the lesser of the two evils. You don't want to see the Celtics again, who are out for blood, et cetera, et cetera. But the Sixers are out for blood too, because Knicks
Yeah.
beat them 2 years ago as well.
I'm
And
not
a lot of the
typical
same guys are
7
there.
seed when fully healthy.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is like, I just want that series to go as long as possible. So I'm happy. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
get
I'm trying
that.
to say.
So if they're gonna play Game 7 Saturday, when Game 1 would either be, I guess, Monday or Tuesday. Probably, or the 4th would be the Monday to get them a little
Yeah,
more tired.
they probably wanted that game on Sunday, which the NBA's probably pissed. But I'm glad, man. Knicks get now, like, look at that, man. Now all of a sudden they get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe like most of Monday off to the play at night, man. That's pretty
I
good.
think it's gonna be Monday the 4th. I think
Yeah.
based on something.
What'd you say? Sorry, Hannah wanted to say something. Oh. Yeah, so we're my cousin. We get to go bowling. We're going out for a local in the neighborhood. Like they're having like
which
a
night?
parent social, and like so all the parents are from the local JCC where my son goes to school, like. And all my friends, or I play basketball. I talk about a lot on the podcast.
Yeah.
We're all going out Saturday night for
Nice.
bowling, and we're like, "Oh, I'll see you Saturday," et cetera, et cetera. And then it was like, "Well, there might be a game 7," and like, "Well, then we won't be bowling, and all of us will just be watching the game, and now we don't have to worry about it anymore." So
You good bowler?
I am actually a pretty good bowler. I'm not I'm not gonna get some turkeys and stuff, but I'm a good bowler.
I have
I
shoes.
can hold my own. You have your own shoes?
Do I love bowling?
Do they have a
I
Nets
actually-
logo on them or no?
They don't. They were like $20 from Kmart. I love bowling. And before I had kids, every Friday night I would go bowling. Like every Friday after, because I did the morning shift,
Yeah. Oh,
work.
because you had the time.
and
Right,
I
yeah.
would like at Friday, like 1-2 o'clock, I would go bowling
Yeah.
and have like a Coors Light. It was like the best. It was like the best moments.
Yeah.
I
no,
haven't done
get
that
it.
in 7 years.
What's
No way that's happening.
No.
So, yeah, I love bowling.
Yeah.
Big fan of bowling.
No, bowling is fun. Bowling is
fun.
fun. I tried to. One time I went with
You're
my
gonna have
wife,
a sore
Hannah,
butt,
my
though,
beautiful
like-
wife, Hannah, who's standing right there. No, I love you so
He
much.
says it every podcast.
Yeah, I say it every podcast. That we went to some place in the city, in like somewhere to like it was like bowling, and it was like unlimited bowling. It was just her and I. We had like unlimited bowling for like an
That's
hour,
fine. It get pricey.
and it was like a night out. You know
No,
what I mean?
that's
We
what-
had
no,
food.
no,
It was just the two of us.
No, what I'm saying is, if you do by game, all of a sudden you've.
Oh
spent
yeah. So it's
$72.
better to do the unlimited thing.
Yeah, you can
for
get
sure.
a lot of games in.
Yeah, and but it was great because the two of us are bowling, we're bowling, and then all of a sudden by like we look up, it's like it's only been like 20 minutes. Our arms are hurting. We're just because we're like bowling. Like this is not as fun as I thought this was gonna be, But it was a nice night out. It was funny, but anyway.
Yeah, I've taken my son bowling.
Yeah. How does he like it?
he likes it, but it's just it's not as fun as when you go alone. I'm not gonna lie, because
Oh yeah, because he has the bumpers also, right? That
yeah,
must be
you have
fun.
to have the bumpers, and then like I have the bumpers, and then like I'm not, I don't throw it.
You do a
Happens.
bank shot strike though.
Well, like
That's
I
fun.
want,
Yeah.
I'm like this score is kind of not legit. I just got a strike off a bumper, but you can't change it. Or maybe you
No.
can, but I'm
Nah,
not.
it's not.
Figuring
You're
that
not gonna
out.
do
But
that.
yeah,
I
anyway, I'm
mean,
glad to hear your bowl. Your bowl.
yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. It's more about the fun, the people, and going
No,
out.
it's
and
about
having a
the
good time.
bowling.
Yeah, it's about the bowling. Yes,
It's about the
yes.
bowling.
I'm not gonna talk to anybody. I'm be focused. I'm like
Well,
Ernie
Well,
McCracken over here,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I'm gonna go in
Ernie,
for the win.
Great movie. That's one of my all-time favorite movies.
It is. Kingpin is great. But anyway,
Great movie.
back to the Knicks.
No, let's just honestly, we don't
Just
have
talk
to
bowling.
about the Knicks. I'd be happier if we just did 45 minutes. On
How many
Ernie
bowling
fucking
movies are there,
McCracken.
by the way? Can you name another bowling movie? I can name another one off the top of my head. Not a bowling movie, but a movie where a major character was a bowler.
You said you have one?
Yes, I can name one other bowling
is it
movie, but it's
one
not
that I
really
would
about
know?
bowling like Kingpin is. But
Oh, The Big Lebowski.
no, I didn't even think about that. But that's actually a better one.
I've
than
never
the one I'm
seen
thinking.
that.
Are you kidding? Oh, you should go watch that right
Yeah,
now.
I got to see that. But what's the other one? Is it,
Greed. The movie Greed is it? I think what's his name? Is it Michael J. Fox? Is like a bowler in that, and he the movie where they like want to
movies
movies
about
with bowling.
Bowling.
But anyway,
Kingpin is the first one to come up, and then The Big Lebowski. But yeah, Nick's. Honestly, sometimes when it's these kind of games,
there's nothing to talk about. Yeah, no,
like-
it was like honestly, like I texted you this and sorry to cut you off, but honestly,
good.
like I was by the second half, like in the first half and the second quarter, second quarter, I was into it. I was like, oh my god, every play. I didn't sit down. I probably look at my steps.
Yeah.
In a second, I'm holding my phone and just walking around, pacing around. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't sit. And then by the third quarter, when it started and they're playing, I was like probably looking at my phone more than the game. And it's like a closeout game in the playoffs. It was like insane. I've never felt anything like that in my life. The only other time I felt that kind of relaxation was when the Jets beat the Colts 41-0 in the playoffs and they spanked Peyton Manning and they crushed him and ran him out of the Meadowlands. That was the only other time I've ever felt that way in a playoff game. Honestly,
it's unusual. I mean, it's honestly,
Yeah.
I actually would prefer this than like a Mikel buzzer beater when they were down 2, hits a 3, and
Right.
then you're ecstatic. At least it's over early. Like when the
Yeah.
guy at the gym was like, it's 40-15, I could just be like, all right, I know what I'm in for.
right.
And I know what's coming my way. I know how this is like. Obviously, they're not coming back from that. This is over.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And next time, I was just looking at Twitter, and we're not getting, we're getting a lot of views, and it's doing well. But we need to put in the title something with the Knicks. I think I said it last time. It just says "Welcome to our live show," and you got to put in like Knicks this. Can you edit? You can't edit. I can't edit the tweet now at this point because it's a live thing.
No,
We
I
have
don't
Twitter
think
Premium.
so.
But next time we got to fix that title.
Well, it's your job to remember. I'm putting
It's
it
my
on
job
you.
to remember. You're
Yeah,
the
it's one-
producer.
No,
but
not
it's-
today.
Yeah,
Not today.
no.
I know you. No, we'll remember. Just
So, are you excited about the NBA lottery? When is
yeah,
it
I'm very
exactly?
excited.
When is
It's my
it?
birthday, May 10th.
May 10th. Oh yeah, it's your birthday. I forgot.
Yeah.
May 10th. Oh yeah, and last year was on my dad's birthday, and that didn't give you good luck. So that forget him. But for you, it's like you want to get it's good luck, I guess. So
Surprised they put it on Mother's Day too, which I thought was kind of weird to like.
on a Sun. Oh yeah, that is a Sunday.
Just
Yeah.
like I thought that was odd, but yeah, it's May 10th.
Well, it's a good
and,
thing that it's something that should take 5 minutes. That's going to take a half hour. You know what I mean? So it's like to drag it out. You
I'm
just want to get
happy
to the top 4, and then you can relax in a
I am
commercial
happy
break.
they put
yeah.
Whammy up there.
Yeah.
Is he the guy like that? Is
Not
he
you,
officially the guy?
right? Right.
I saw the tweet from Josiah, but does that even mean that he is officially the dude?
I think so.
Like
I mean,
I don't know.
and I saw he can't even fly because I think he's either afraid of flying or it's a health reason. Like he can't fly, so he's got to take like a bus or a train all the way over there. Like it's in Detroit, right? The lottery, I think.
No, it's not Detroit
so-
for the lottery.
It's somewhere like, or is it Indy? I don't know where.
No,
is
it's in Chicago, probably.
in Chicago. I know it was somewhere over there.
Has to be Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago at the McCormick Place Convention
Detroit.
Center. I don't know. I just knew it was somewhere over there
Is it
in the
San
fucking
Jose?
Midwest somewhere. Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't they? Are they doing it in?
San Jose. That's nowhere near.
Are they doing, where are they doing it? Are they doing it in Tampa this year?
They're doing it in Mumbai actually next year. The draft lottery. You want to go? That'd be fun.
I mean, at this point, I want to go to Secaucus. Do anything. I went out and played basketball. It was like I was leaving the country.
Man,
Oh,
and
funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, keep going on this topic. I was going to change the topic completely.
No, it was funny because Spen,
Yeah.
who we love, does Spenning the Nets, good friend. He's actually flying out to Spain tonight
Wow.
with his wife. And he was like, he goes, I'm not going to know the Knicks score until I land and I turn on my phone. And I was like, he is not going to be pleased when he turns on his phone and goes, what the fuck just
He's going to
happened?
think it's a glitch. Like, this ain't real. You know what I mean?
Like, I know that look is going to be like, let me look. Here we go. Oh, yeah,
51 points.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. That's some shit, man.
Let's talk about the Nets for a second.
I'm just shocked. Yeah, we'll go back to the Knicks, but yeah, go ahead.
You can have your
Keep going.
orgasm over there. The lottery is exciting. I mean, it's something to look forward to. It's been a minute, and it's something on the schedule, and that's it. And what happens. It will be good to have a little more clarity going into next season, which will be exciting. And these new lottery rules are fascinating because essentially now the top 3 teams have a worse lottery chance than the other teams above.
Right.
What did you make? What do you make of this? It's actually kind of interesting.
It's like weird. I don't know. Nothing's gonna stop tanking. Like until you make like I keep saying this, until you make it easier for teams with lower seeds to actually make a run into the finals or give the perception that they can. Teams are just going to tank. And in the nature of the NBA, like if you're still going to tank to get to those spots, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, but it is different. If the worst, second worst, and third worst have a 5.4% chance, and then 4th to 10th have an 8.1% chance. So to me, I do think that does, like, for example, the way this season ended.
Right.
The Nets, the Pacers, and the Wizards and the Kings were all fighting for 1, 2, 3, 4 worst record. Those teams in that part of the season would be more beneficial to win those last games because you get into 4th, 5th, or 6th worst where you're 8.1%. And I think that's what they're trying to solve. There is no perfect solution.
No, there's none.
There is none. Because the end, people can get pissed on the idea, dislike the idea. Come up with a way that's going to entice teams to not want to improve by being bad. This to me is at least a try. I'll see how it goes. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean,
not that you care. The Knicks.
They're still going to be tanking. They're still going to be. Yeah, no, thank God I don't have to think about that for a long time. But they're still going to be tanking because you still got to get into that pocket. You know what I mean? And then once you're in that pocket, if you're close to the 3 and the 4, you're going to try to win them. But it's going to be like only a handful of teams that are going to really even try. And then you're still going to have the top end of the NBA not even trying the last month of the season either. The NBA is the only the NBA is the only sport in all professional sports, in the 4 major sports, even WNBA, in any kind of professional team sport, where the end of the regular season means less than the beginning of the regular season. And it's like usually the ends of seasons is when everything ramps up, everything gets more intense, everything's more exciting. For the NBA, bad. It's more like, man, F this, don't get hurt, everybody sit down, relax. Or let's tank. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, for a lot of different reasons. Teams tanking, teams not trying, seed set. It's just
resting. It's the championship or bust culture that we live in now, where if you don't win a championship, you're trash. And then if you didn't win anything if you don't win a championship, and then you didn't win a championship, but that doesn't mean that your team is not a sustained winning team like the Knicks. No. Doesn't mean that they didn't accomplish anything. Like the 90s Knicks, they didn't accomplish a title, but they accomplished a hell of a lot. And they were a winning team. And we look back at that era as great. I mean, during it, people didn't enjoy it, and I hope they're enjoying this Knicks run now.
They did enjoy it or did not enjoy it?
Did not during it, I'm sure. But like I remember, a lot of people were complaining, like, we need to win. And then Ewing the choke artist, and then he's gone, and it's like, oh my God. What do we have? Like, we don't believe we didn't realize what we had, and that's what I hope people are starting to realize with Jalen Brunson. He was getting hated on for the first 3 games of this series where he didn't play well, and we're like, oh, they can't win with him. Becky Hammon was right, et cetera, all this nonsense. And it was like 3 games. I'm like, this guy deserved a little grace. I understand he didn't play well, but he deserved a little respect and a little grace. This guy gave up $110 million to make sure this team can be better, and he's starting all-star point guard a couple years in a row, all-NBA player, turned this franchise into a consistent winning team that is on the precipice of potentially winning a championship this season, and he has 2 bad games, and you're going to be like, forget this guy, we don't need him, like, let's build around Towns and, whatever. It's just like, He deserved a little better than that. And I think, coming back and the Knicks winning the series convincingly over the next 3 games, I think that will wake up, a lot of Knicks fans and non-Knicks fans to, well, what are we doing here? Let's respect this guy.
It's funny, just all of the. First of all, this is just the worst. I'm just like, I'll put it on a brave face, but I hate this. It is funny.
Right there for you.
I just
the Knicks shirt just for you, brand new. I bought it for you.
New.
Well, it's their current practice shirt.
Yeah, I mean, there's just
every couple of years you got to buy the practice shirt of the team. It changes a little. Sometimes there's like it changes a lot. It's like kind of like a car. Every year there's a slight change, but it's the same kind of style. And then every like 5 years it like completely changes. So then you got to buy a new one. That's just my theory.
Yeah, nah.
Like there was the New York basketball or Brooklyn basketball for a while. Just different iterations of that.
They want to make money.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying like I only buy it when the style changes completely. Like now it's like a completely different style. Anyway, I'm trying to think of things to talk about here because there's not much because the Knicks killed them, and I'm just so happy that I was right about a lot of things as well. Like that makes me happy. Of Knicks shouldn't be worried about the Hawks. I mean, the Raptors look a lot better than the Hawks. I mean, the Hawks won both of their games in the series by 1 point each, and they were lucky to win them at the end. You know what I mean? So I know they played well, but they were playing above their head. CJ McCollum was playing like he was, prime Dame Lillard. You know what I mean? It's just like, you're not this good anymore. Or were you even that good to begin with? And
don't minimize. He was awesome.
He turned into a pumpkin. It was awesome. But he turned into a pumpkin, man. What did he score over the next 3 games? I mean, like first 3 games to the last 3. What were his stats? The first 3 games to the last 3 games of the series.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Just because now I want to prove you wrong.
That he was good?
No, that he turned into a pumpkin. That he was playing above his head.
Well, I said when we got to game 4, I said they're going to need more from other people.
Right.
It's not
you also didn't realize that he wasn't going to do anything. Like he was done.
I got to give him credit for what he did.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm giving him credit.
It's just I don't like when I hear people like you saying things like that, minimizing his efforts, minimizing his talents. But that's Knick fans, people. What are you gonna do?
CJ McCollum was not playing like CJ McCollum. No.
All 11 of you.
CJ McCollum is not fucking Tracy McGrady, dude. He's not like playing at that level where he has the right to put the too small thing on. Come on. So first 3 games,
it's just the typical Knick fans.
Yeah.
Minimize other teams. There's no fans like theirs.
Right. No, there aren't. There aren't. It's true.
I actually agree with that.
So first 3 games, Tracy McGrady, CJ McCollum, 26. 32 and 23 points scored in each of those 3 games. Next 3 games,
clutch points too.
Clutch points, but he also missed 2 free throws at the end of game 2, and Mikal didn't hit the game winner. So don't forget about that. So I don't want to hear clutch anything. If you're clutch, you don't miss those 2 free throws. Just so you know. Okay, I just want to let you know that. And then
for the history lesson.
26 points, 32 points, and 23 points. Then the next 3 games, the last 3 games of this series, 17 points, 6 points, and then tonight. I guarantee he didn't score over 4 points. Let's see what it was.
He had more than 4 points. I'll bet you that.
Let's see. He had 11 points. You're right.
Just 7 more than 4.
Yes. 4 of 13 shooting.
Yeah, he was bad.
Yeah. I want to know what the...
But I don't want to minimize.
Oh, my God. So...
No, I don't want to do it. I don't.
The Hawks starting 5. I won't even name their names, but they're plus minus. No. They're plus minus. So Okongwu minus 38. Mike is taking out his headphones. He's leaving the show. But Okongwu minus 38. Jalen Johnson minus 43. CJ McCollum minus 24. Nickeil Alexander-Walker minus 29. And Dyson Daniels minus 36. That is insane. That is insane. Mike, you can come back now if you want. There he is. He's coming back. That is insane. That is just the epitome of dominance.
Right, it's time to wrap this up. This has been Bad Weather Fans, episode number 302. Any last words for you, Alex?
I don't care who the Knicks play, the Celtics or the Sixers. The Knicks are going to win in 5 or 6 games. 5 games if it's the Sixers, 6 or 7 if it's the Celtics. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Easy breezy. Easy breezy.
I mean, you've
Knicks are winning it all, man. I've been saying it since the beginning. I think the Knicks are winning it all.
You've made that prediction every time for the last 3 years. So it's like
what? That they're going to win every series? I didn't pick the Knicks to beat the Celtics. I thought they were going to lose in that series, but last year, That's for sure.
Ah,
I definitely didn't pick them to win.
eh.
I said it would go 7, probably something
No,
like
I
that.
think you
But
did. You've
I
always
think we need to go through the archives.
you always pick the Knicks to win the series, so it's all
I
right.
definitely didn't pick them to beat
Okay,
the
it's like,
Celtics.
yeah, you picked the Knicks to win the
That's
series.
why I was
Okay.
so excited because
right.
of and did the laundry room recaps that was so organic because like I did not
You didn't do it
expect
for
it.
the Pistons wins.
No, I started it with the Mikal thing because I was like, "Oh my God, he did it!" And I just wanted to yell, I could scream,
Yeah.
and I went down to the laundry
You do
room.
it tonight?
'Cause I did not. I went right here. I started the podcast with you before the game was over.
That's true. That's a good point.
So-
That's a fair point.
we don't need a laundry room recap after a game like tonight. It's just one of those like whatever. But you know what? The Hawks talked a lot of shit. Their fan. You didn't see any of this because you're not on Twitter anymore. Hawks fans were talking so much shit throughout before the series even started, and then during the series, saying the refs were gifting the Knicks all these calls, which is nonsense.
Yeah.
Even people like 2 Chainz, the rapper, got on his social media, whatever place I saw it on Twitter. I don't know which app he was on, and said Reggie Miller is favoring the Knicks. Like what? What kind of bizarro world are we living in? The oxymoron. If Reggie Miller is saying positive things about the Knicks, it just means that the Knicks are doing so well that Reggie Miller can't hate on them. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
He's a professional.
He is, but he's like Evan Roberts. He's gonna find a way to twist the Knicks, a little knife in the back, a little bit, like you know what I mean? Like, oh, you hear Evan this week? Oh, chanting, we want Boston. Oh, you don't jinx it, don't jinx it. And the Knicks fans are chanting, you shouldn't be doing
Mets
that. Knicks
fans
did it
do
last
that.
year and beat them in 6. Like, give me a break. The jinxes aren't real. You're chanting, we want Boston. Knicks are awesome. Knicks
No,
should not be afraid of any team in the
They shouldn't.
NBA, even the Thunder. I'm not worried. I'm like, let's go. Let's keep going.
No,
Let's roll. And that's
I know.
it.
That's why I've said you. I don't want to minimize your pick. Here's the twist, because that would be just wrong. So I won't do that. You just always pick them, so I just don't give it much credence.
I definitely. We can go back in the archives. We'll look it up after the show. But I don't think I picked the Celtics. I don't think I picked the Knicks to beat the Celtics last year because I just didn't think. I thought they could. I think I was one of those that was like, they definitely can. Like a lot of people were saying, there's no shot they're going to lose in 5. You know what I mean? I definitely wasn't going into the series saying they have no shot. I went into the series saying the regular season doesn't mean anything. Yeah, they lost 4 games by 1,000 points, but 3 games by 1,000 points, and then took them to town in the 4th game, and they got close and lost. And then you mocked me for calling it like the Giants Patriots week 17 when they almost beat the undefeated Patriots, and then they proved that they could stand toe to toe with them, and that was right because then when they went into Boston, they won 2.
That means nothing.
It's it. It is. It gave the Knicks confidence that they could stand, that they can hang with them because the Celtics took that game seriously, and then they took their foot off the gas. It is what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
Like,
it is what it is. I'm just saying you always pick them. So, all right.
Don't diminish my picks because
I
I definitely don't always pick them.
rationalizing.
I
them,
definitely
being
don't always
honest.
pick them. That's not true.
Yes, you do.
That's not true.
That is true. They were playing the '96 Bulls. You'd pick them.
No.
Yeah, you would. You'd be like, well, Pippen.
I
can't
definitely
guard
did not pick the
Mikal.
Knicks to beat the Celtics last
Oh,
year.
and Tony Kukoc, he can only go left. Like, I know the whole narrative. Jordan's good, but
I
not
was
a
the
good
most
three-point
negative
shooter.
fan. I was the most negative Knicks fan in the world before the Leon Rose era, and after the Melo era. The end of the Melo era was negative, and then it was completely until 2019 when I thought they dominated that offseason after they didn't get Durant. When I didn't want them to get Durant, they pivoted perfectly and just added a bunch of like guys that were on a year or 2 contracts, and Julius Randle was a great pickup. You know what I mean? It was just like I was just so happy that they were smart and didn't like go all in on like a guy that's just like an Amari. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just somebody who's just like I love Amari. Don't get me. I'm just trying to think of an example. Just somebody who's just a name. Like they didn't just blow their load on just to get a name, like just to save face. And they just pivoted and built their basketball team slowly, and they just did a different thing. And then Leon Rose took over with a full deck, and got lucky with Jalen Brunson, and now we're here. You know what I'm saying? So
that one helped.
yes, that really did. But like they were, it is what it is. I'm excited, man.
I don't.
But I
blame you.
definitely don't always pick the Knicks. I was a negative Knicks fan before. That was my point. I was a negative Knicks fan before. Everybody called me a hater. And now I'm the positive because the Knicks are awesome
I didn't
title
know you
contenders,
then.
and now I'm a
I didn't
homer.
know you then, so I can't.
Yeah, so it doesn't count, right? I guess.
No, I just don't know.
There was no life before Mike. That's it. I was like booted up on
I'm
Twitter.
not saying that.
when
I
met
wouldn't
you.
go that extreme. I just personally don't, can't say that's true. I do think you did not pick the Celtics, to be fair, but you did pick. Them
We
versus
gotta
the Pacers.
hear it. We'll go back and we'll post it.
You
Maybe
picked
we'll
them
repost
versus the
episode.
Pacers last year.
Yes, absolutely. Pick them
The
versus
Pacers the year before.
Yes. Well, I was gonna be right about that one because they were up 2-0 until everybody.
Who
got
won the
hurt.
series?
The Pacers won.
And
the
then the
series.
Heat the year before that.
Right.
You-
Well,
so
who
you-
won? Yeah. All right. Never mind. I'm not getting into this. Now
Who-
you're gonna
who
get me
won
to
what?
argue with you. I'm happy, Mike. I'm not gonna let you bait me into some fucking argument right now.
Come on, let me have fun. Have fun.
I see what you're doing. Trying to ruin my mood, ruin the Knicks fans' mood. I'm excited.
Well, I got
I'm
nothing
excited.
else.
That's it. Yeah, you got nothing.
I will say the good news is they don't these games for somebody that's got to rationalize it. They don't carry them over. It's 0-0 versus the Celtics or the Sixers, and away we go.
That is right. That is right.
Gotta
And-
hope, and we'll see what happens with Detroit, Orlando. I think is interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and if the Cavs can. In my head, this whole time, Alex, I thought it was
Oh.
going to be Cavs versus Knicks in the ECF.
You might not be right because the
Cavs
Raptors
going to
may
the
still
finals.
win that series, but and they're playing them tough, man. They're not getting blown out like the Hawks did. But the other thing I wanted to mention,
Go for it.
hilarious moment in this game. You know,
Sure.
Jalen Brunson alley-oops Mitchell Robinson, dunks it. Knicks go up 41. The camera cuts to Stephon Marbury sitting next to James Dolan, and James Dolan going, "We're up by 41 fucking points." Like, you know what I mean? It's just like the most hilarious moment, and ESPN quickly cut off of it, and it was just so funny. And I'm sure Pablo Torre just hated that moment because, of course, he's obsessed with James Dolan for some reason. And it's just the best. It was just the overall best moment and everything altogether. Tonight was just a big party. As Joe Beningo would say, like, we were just having a party like, the whole time. Like when he says, like, I want to just have a party, and that was a party game, man. Pop champagne in the first quarter, and that was it. Fat lady was warming up, you know, in the first quarter. It was just.
Yeah.
I haven't been involved in a game like that. It was literally like an armchair, like, you know, lazy boy, sit back, kind of, you know, Friends when Joey and Chandler
All right.
sit back in the
I get it.
recliner.
Yeah, they were
Second
great.
half.
Fucking loser Nick fans they are.
Yeah,
never
they were
saw-
Knicks fans.
They
and
never saw a
Friends.
title.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, they had a Marcus Camby jersey in the show, so that was good. Where are the Nets stuff in the show? Friends. I don't think
They're
they were
not the Knicks, man. They're not
Yeah,
as
they're
popular.
not.
What do you want me to tell you?
They're in New
You,
Jersey.
you root for the poser team. I'm sorry. You root for the you root for the poser team that everybody's got the shirts for. You know, I'm the smaller brother and like an actual fan on like 90% of the fan base now. Who's like all of a sudden wearing Knicks gear because they're good.
You're a relic. You're in a museum. You were a New Jersey Nets fan to your friend that you play basketball
That's
with.
cool to see. It's cool to see. I'm finding a lot more net fans. I think I've gotten to this point where it's like because they're so bad right now.
Right.
And the Knicks are I'm not going to say it, but they're better. So there's just like you just feel the difference. But we exist. You know?
do.
We
You
do
do
exist.
You do exist.
And you will not say we don't.
No, I'm not anymore. In 2018, 2019, I'm like, where are the Nets fans? They don't exist. But now it's like, you know, they're legitimate fan base.
Well, yeah,
and if you're
it
saying
just-
making the stupid comments like
I-
there's 6 Nets fans, you're not being serious. You're just just being a jerk.
I
And
guess
it's corny.
I mean full candor. It's like for me, who
Yeah.
always love the Nets,
Uh-huh.
good or bad. I guess I just have to accept that when a team gets better, they
Yeah.
come out. You know, the posers come out. The
true.
pseudo fans that kind of like them, but didn't really watch. You know, I give you a lot of credit because you're not that. And I don't think I could do
Thank
this with you if you. I couldn't do this with you
If I was.
I wouldn't respect you,
Right.
but I do, even though you
Oh,
always
thank you.
pick the Knicks to win.
That is not
But
true,
it's
Mike.
that it does frustrate me when all of a sudden
In the
like,
finals,
they all,
Knicks Thunder.
all of a sudden they all come out from the sewer
No,
because
I
they're
know.
good and now it's easier. So
Knicks
I
Thunder
get
in the
frustrated
finals.
You're gonna, all right, we're done. We're not doing that.
Knicks
I'm not-
Thunder in the finals. I don't know if I'd pick the Knicks like with my brain, but with my heart I will. But Knicks Spurs in the finals, I'm picking
You're
the
in the
Knicks.
second round. Calm the fuck down.
They're going to the finals, bro. Like, you know they are. Deep down, you know they are. You don't want it, but they're going to the finals.
I don't know that.
Okay.
I don't.
They're going to
I'm
the finals.
scared about it, but I don't know that.
They're going. The
Then don't watch.
sea is
Alex,
parting. The
don't
sea
watch.
is parting. They were good enough to get there without all the help, but the East is wide open. The Celtics are getting beat up in a 7-game series with the Sixers. Could be the Sixers who are way worse than the Knicks.
Be careful,
then-
man. Do you have
then-
these
then
moments
the
on
third
this podcast
round-
where you say these stupid things?
Who's
and
going to
then-
be there? I mean, who's beating them? I mean, it's just like I don't get how you can be worried as a Knicks fan about any team
Well,
that's
I
left in
think
the East.
it's natural to be worried when you haven't seen your team win in 60 years.
I mean, it's hard to imagine, but I'm not worried because this team is not the Knicks from 5 years ago. This team is consistently winning. They're experienced. They have a team that, like, Jalen Brunson has been to 2 conference finals, one with the Mavericks, one with the Knicks. Towns has been to 2 conference finals, one with the Timberwolves, one with the Knicks. This team has won a ton of games together. Mike Brown has been to the finals and has coached every superstar in the history of the NBA the last 25 years.
I need Embiid to go out there.
It's just like, this is the perfect.
That's
But you know what, Mike? They lost on January 11th to the Sacramento Kings, so none of this matters. The regular season they lost to the Hornets in March. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. None of this matters.
My opinion on that.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm
Don't
mocking
take that out
the people.
on me.
I'm
Don't
mocking
take that
the
out on
people.
me.
I gotta talk my shit on that, man. I have to. I can't just let that go.
God bless Joel Embiid and the Sixers. I cannot wait for him to piss you off.
He is the perfect WWE character, though. He is perfect.
He's gonna dunk on Mitch, and he's gonna go like this.
Can he jump? Has he dunked on this in this season yet? I mean, he dunked like 4 times this year.
That's
probably.
fair. He might not be able to.
But I'm more worried about. I'm more worried about Maxey. Yeah, he can dunk, but it's like one of those like quick little dunks. Not like he can't dunk like he used to.
I'm done.
I'd be more worried about Maxey and Edgecombe than I would be about
Joel
Embiid.
We
can keep talking. You know,
you
if you
can
want.
continue to go.
Yeah,
but I am done.
Okay,
I've said everything I need to say.
You want to talk some Mets?
No, I want to go to bed. I've been watching Euphoria, which is
who wins the game first, the Mets or the Nets in this.
The Nets.
I'm kidding.
I hope it's the Mets. I mean, that would mean the Mets went 10 and 152.
Man, they're fucking. Jesus.
You know what's annoying me? You're so in glee with the Knicks that you're like enjoying the Mets being bad.
I don't care. It's just I love the Mets, diehard fan, but I'm just so happy that the Knicks are so good. I couldn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm done.
Alex,
I'm done with the
It's
episode.
April 30th. It is what it is.
You can have
goodbye.
a nice. You can restart this thing, but I've hit the point.
Bad where the fans representing your
I'm done. I've known you long enough, and I've done this podcast long enough where I can just say I don't give a shit. I am done.
So,
You're
Mike,
more than welcome to
last
do
thing.
yourself.
Who wins the Game 7 Sixers Celtics if there is one? Sixers? Really?
Sixers.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I think they're.
I still think the Celtics win it,
I know.
but well, we'll see.
50-50 guess.
Yeah.
Bad Weather Fans, episode 302. Knicks winners, Nets lottery coming up. Good night.